Hey guys, here we are. We are going to react to the new Ackman video, brother. Diablo 4 somehow got worse, and so did Blizzard. And probably you say, well, everybody is reacting to this video. Are you going to do it too? And yes, I am going to do it too. You know why? Because last time that Ackman released some Diablo 4 videos, I didn't react to them because everybody was reacting to them. But then I watched those reactions, and there was stuff that was left out that could have been said, and this time I said, you know what, I am going to react to the video because in that case that stuff is not going to be left out because I am going to say it if the opportunity arises, of course, because I haven't watched the video and I don't know if the opportunity will arise. But what I learned was that it doesn't matter if everybody is reacting to the video. I still have some stuff to say that nobody else is saying, so I am not going to make that mistake again of not reacting to something because everybody is reacting. If I wanna do it, I am going to do it, you know. So here we are going to react to the new Ackman video, brother. And just let's watch it.
Well, thank God we built you. What a blessing for the community. Do you understand that it is actually statistically harder for a team to be this consistently bad than it is for them to occasionally accidentally be good?
Bro, what team is this dude rooting for? Because we know that the Blizzard in here is just overlaid in there. The Browns. So this is an NFL thing, right? The Browns. Is this the Cleveland Browns, right? So this dude is just cheating on his team, you know, but this goes so well with Blizzard that is cool. And the Ackman puts in here Overwatch and Diablo 4. They are the greatest offenders, brother. Everything Blizzard is putting out lately fucking sucks. Well, I like Dragonflight. I like Dragonflight a lot, but there are a lot of people that don't like Dragonflight. But I like Dragonflight. But they fucked it up with Overwatch 2, they fucked it up with Diablo, and they fucked it up with, well, this is older now, the Warcraft 3 Reforged, you know.
For a team to be this consistently bad than it is for them to occasionally accidentally be good. The probability is staggering. Do you have any idea how low our expectations are?
Brother, yes, like that meme from the little Timmy. I don't know how the series is called in English, but where the dude says, I expected nothing from you and you still disappointed me, you know. That is what happened in at least not with the base game from Diablo 4, but for the first season, my dude. The first season is too underwhelming, bro.
You are a factory of sadness!
So, are you willing to admit I was right about Diablo 4?
He was right. He was right. But there was some stuff he said in the video that wasn't right. For example, and this is connecting with what I said at the start. There are a lot of stuff that I don't remember, but one thing that I do remember was that he said that you couldn't, that for example, when you play Zelda, you can go to the Ganondorf Castle just starting out the game and you get your ass beaten, and that makes you think that you can level up and upgrade your gear and eventually go there and kick their butt, you know. Well, you could do that in Diablo 4 because if you took a look at Kyrgyzstan and Hawazar, those areas were at a higher level. So you start at level 1 and Hawazar was like level 35. You could go there and get your ass beaten because it was a minimum level of 35. Kyrgyzstan had another level that I don't remember, 40, 45, something like that. So at that point in time, and I saw that nobody said that reacted to the video, like, no bro, you can definitely do that in Diablo, but now in the first season, and that was after that video, they removed that. Now in the first season you can go to Hawazar or Kyrgyzstan at level 1, brother. So now it is true what he said about that. It is so insane. But and this isn't something game breaking. In fact, I like it that I can go there early because now I can For the druid, there are things in the Codex of Power in Hawazar that I like to get early, you know, and now I can do it before I had to go to level 30 at least to be able to contest that content, you know. But it removes that sense of wonder that he was referring to. What I am trying to say here is that yes, he was right that Diablo 4 has a lot of problems, but there are stuff that he didn't completely nail it. But I understand that it was because he didn't play the whole game. He just completed the campaign, and that's it. And that is another thing that I remember, that it was like people were saying that he didn't know what he was talking about because he didn't play World Tier 3 or World Tier 4. Now, brother, thank God you didn't do it, because that is when the game gets boring. So if you didn't like the game at the start, and that is when the game is the most fun, brother. In World Tier 1, World Tier 2, a start of World Tier 3, maybe getting to World Tier 4, but then the game gets boring as fuck. There is nothing to do. So if he didn't like the start of the game, he wasn't going to like the other part either, brother.
I accept your apology. I tried to tell you guys. I tried to warn you.
I warned you. I warned you.
But did you listen to me? Oh, well, most of you did, but some of you didn't. Some of you held on to hope. You poor fools. I was eager to see what Blizzard had planned for season 1 and how this new season would go over with fans who were still playing the game.
Brother, we were like on Copium. We were on Copium. And I remember I watched Queen a lot, and Queen was on Copium too. We thought that when season 1 was going to be revealed, that they were going to reveal something crazy. And brother, this is like a stupid season, bro. I remember I did a video what I want to see in the season, and I said I want to see a new activity, and they gave me a new activity, but there are the malignant tunnels and they suck. Then I asked for a new borrowed power system, and they gave me the hearts, and they are boring. Then I asked for a new boss, a pinnacle boss. Then they gave us Barchan, who is boring and he sucks. So it is like the most underwhelming season in the history of seasons in any fucking game, brother. Disappointing. And not enough new content either. Not enough new aspect, not enough new uniques. People are not even using the new uniques. This is fucking stupid, dude.
Game. What I didn't expect is that Diablo 4 would get worse with the new season update. It would actually get so bad to the point where diehard fans who were defending it before the season have now completely given up on the game. What on God's green earth could have possibly occurred to sway?
I'll be honest, guys, I am playing the game less and less. I am in my main character for the season. I am level 59, level 60, something like that. I just got to tier 4. I just killed Elias, you know, in the capstone dungeon at level 59. And yes, the game just doesn't offer a lot to do, brother. There is not a lot to do, and what you do is just repeating over and over again the same stuff. It gets boring quickly. And I love the game, I like the gameplay, and I like the combat, but that stuff can get you so far, you know. So I am playing the game less and less, my dude. We need more stuff to do in the game.
Sentiment so radically. But that's what we're gonna find out today. Let's run through some of the dumb, scummy, shady, backwards ass design decisions Blizzard has made with Diablo 4. This isn't for the faint of heart, guys, because things are much worse than we could have possibly imagined.
Of course, we need to talk about the battle pass.
Has demanded a refund for Blizzard because Diablo 4 cannot be played on Mac.
About my favorite game, Diablo. And suddenly now Diablo 4 is not available.
What?
To me.
This is insane, bro.
On my Apple computer.
This injustice.
Whoopi Goldberg plays Diablo, brother. I would have never imagined that, bro. That is insane. But that is a real problem. One of my viewers has a Mac, and he said to me before Diablo release, I was hyping up the game, and he said, well, I can't play the game because I play on Mac. And I said, brother, Blizzard is a big company. All of their games are released on Mac. And then I went and looked it up, and no, it was not released for Mac, and that is fucking stupid, brother.
cannot be allowed.
Give me my Apple 4, because I paid for it. I was all excited for it. I went to play on it, and I'm telling you, this really pissed me off. Tell me next time, say we're done on Apple, but let me have the 4. Let me play on the 4 because you made me so excited for it.
We are truly living in the worst timeline. Anyways, let's get on to the real stuff.
That is
As we all
insane,
know,
bro.
every game these days needs a battle pass, otherwise it's trash, garbage, nobody's ever gonna play it. So naturally, Diablo 4 has one. This alone might make it a masterpiece in many people's eyes. However, in
By the way, I don't think that battle passes are inherently bad, but they tend to be, in the vast majority of cases, bad, you know. But they are not necessarily 100% bad. They can be implemented in good ways.
most games with battle passes, you expect to earn enough currency in that battle pass to purchase the next one. It's kind of a nice reward for players who don't spend money but invest the time so that they can get the premium rewards in the next pass. Or, you know,
I didn't know that, by the way, because I rarely buy battle passes in a game because I am broke. And I tend to not care about battle passes, so I didn't know that you could get you could basically recycle or renew your battle passes with what you earn from your own battle pass. The only game that I played where I bought battle passes was the game with which I started this channel on, which was Marvel Snap. It is a mobile card game, and in that game you don't get currency to renew it. You have to buy it with money every time. So I didn't know this existed. In fact, it is a shock to me that you can even get half a battle pass. So what he's going to complain here obviously is that with Diablo 4 you can do this because the amount of currency they give you is not enough to buy the next battle pass. So to me this is not that big of a deal because I am not used to this mechanic, but of course I would love that I don't have to buy a battle pass ever because I already bought the game with the main battle pass, and now if I could find the currency with that battle pass for the next one and I don't have to buy the game ever again, that would be fucking awesome, you know. But it's not the case. But at the same time, I am not that mad about it, you know, because I am not used to that mechanic.
you can use the currency to buy specific items, skins, emotes, whatever. They have crafted what is quite possibly the scummiest, dirtiest battle pass ever. If you complete the season 1 pass, you...
But now that he showed the shop, one thing that I don't like is that the things that they give you, the platinum, the coins, are not even enough to buy a set. You know, let me buy a cosmetic set in the shop with those coins. If I can't buy the battle pass, let me buy something. But they give you, I have like 60 coins and a cosmetic set costs 2k coins. So what are we doing here, brother?
You earn 666 Diablo fun bucks. Ha! I see what you did there. 666. Ooh, that's so cute. Except you can't purchase fucking anything with 666 coins in Diablo 4.
Exactly.
Man, you guys should really hire a fucking 4th grade math student because your math is awful. This, of course, is the same scummy tactic Microsoft used to use with Xbox points before they ditched that concept
I never
in
used them.
2013. A decade old. Yes, it is that outdated. What Blizzard is doing right now. They create a currency, they create that currency's value, and then they make a fucked up conversion rate so you never have exactly as many points as the thing you want to purchase.
That is completely true, but that is not outdated, brother. I covered a lot of this when I was playing Marvel Snap because it is a mobile game that tries to get your wallet as hard as they can. And I analyze and watch a lot of videos and stuff about the scummy tactics that game developers use to make people spend money. And this is not an outdated tactic at all. This is pretty much a current tactic, like what he just explained, creating a currency and obfuscating the real price of stuff in dollars because you have to convert it to the new currency. And then what you can buy with the currency is never a whole number, a total number. So you are always with a leftover currency. So you say, oh, I am going to spend a little more to try to make a whole number again and try to buy something. But you are never going to get back to zero. You know, that is what you want to do. Take as much advantage of your money as you can. But they are not going to let you do that, brother. And there are games, at least Diablo 4 only has platinum coins. There are games with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different currencies, brother, to try to obfuscate as much as they can how much money you are really spending in the game. So what he's saying is completely right. They do this with this intention, but this is not outdated, brother. This is not outdated. This is pretty much a current practice in almost every game, at least in the mobile market. It is the rule. You need to do this if you want to make money, brother.
That is by design, so you will always feel the need to purchase more points.
Exactly.
But Blizzard took it a step further than that. Oh boy, they have been thinking months and seasons ahead with how fucking scummy this is. As one Reddit user points out, if you try to use coins to only buy battle passes, look at this math. With a price of 1,000 coins per battle pass, getting 666 coins means that on your second pass, you'll have 1,332. Great, you can get a battle pass and have 332 coins left over. However, on the Season 3 pass, getting 666 coins means you will have 998, exactly 2 short of getting another battle pass. This is wild to me because even in Call of Duty...
Well, we could say... I don't want to give the benefit of the doubt to them because I already know that game developers, brother, they are going after your wallet and they will do this stuff with no mercy, brother, no regrets. They will do it 100%. So they might have calculated this and said, you know what, let them get short of 2 coins, so they have to spend money. But at the same time, you could make the argument to say, well, you know what? That is just a result because they wanted to be cute and the battle pass gives you 666. So a result of being 666 is that, and it is just a coincidence, you know. You could make that argument. That is a coincidence because they wanted to be original and make the currency 666. But probably it's both. Probably they said, oh, what happens if we make it 666? Do the math. Oh, the math works out in our favor. Then let it go like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it is both things.
They give you enough credits in the battle pass to buy the next one.
That is total disrespect, by the way.
Now, the battle pass gets worse though, because if you purchase the ultimate or deluxe edition of D4, well, it's safe to say you're probably a hardcore fan. You deserve a nice reward for spending that little extra bit of money. So they gave players a premium battle pass, one that Blizzard themselves,
the premium one, not the accelerated, I bought the premium,
said could be redeemed for any season. What's that? Maybe you don't like the current season gimmick of Malignant Hearts and all that? Oh, that's fine. You can redeem
I redeemed that shit. I didn't give a fuck.
If you scroll to the seasonal page, it will highlight the Activate Premium Pass option. So if you hit A by accident, oops.
Let's see if it...
Yes, I saw that when it happened. I saw this clip when this happened, when the season was launched. That is a problem in consoles. In PC, you don't have that problem if you're playing with mouse and keyboard because, well, you have to click it with the mouse. But I believe that even in PC, if you are playing with a controller, by default, it selects the option to redeem the battle pass. I am not 100% on the PC with controller 1, but I am 100% on the console, brother. So this wasn't a problem for me. I redeemed it because I wanted to. But if I played on console and the stuff auto selects, and I know that a lot of players do this. We are like impatient and we select something and we click it several times because we want the stuff to go faster, even though we know that it won't go faster, you know. But then if the stuff is auto selected and you are doing that, boom, you redeem your battle pass and you are screwed. And we know 100% that they did it with that intention, brother.
Counted.
No! What? No!
that thing activated,
It activated, brother. There is
the
nothing to
game
do
actually
there.
just crashed. I hope
Oh,
it
he was
crashed,
playing
but
Druid,
it didn't
nice.
activate it. Like, if that's a one-click activation, fuck you, dude.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
You've just redeemed the battle pass. Oh boy, that's so unfortunate. Oh, what an
And there is
what
nothing
a-
to
what a
do. No
bad
refunds,
stroke
no
of
nothing,
luck
brother.
you just had. Tee-hee. Looks like Blizzard just made a little fucky wucky with the battle pass in the UI. Isn't that so cute? Yeah, it's cute how fucking desperate you are for people to keep playing this game. You have to resort to using dark patterns. Are you fucking kidding me?
That is how in the gaming industry they call doing that, or not. Maybe they don't call it that like that because they don't want to say that they are doing a dark pattern, but people refer to that tactic as dark pattern.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
How do your business practices continue to get more scummy? How do you get worse over time? What is a dark pattern? A dark pattern is a UI that is specifically crafted to trick users into redeeming things, purchasing things that they otherwise wouldn't.
And look how he's using here mobile examples, because the mobile games are the worst.
Have, right? It's a UI without safeguards. When you click log out of RuneScape, it takes 2 clicks instead of 1, so you don't do that by mistake. This is the most basic fucking concept when it comes to user interface design.
Exactly.
But it's surprisingly missing in this game. You know, Epic Games used a dark pattern in Fortnite that they ended up having to pay over $500 million for. Yeah,
Good.
$275 million to the
Screw
FCC
them.
and $245 million to refund players that were tricked and duped into paying
Well, do that with Blizzard, guys. Sue them, brother. There is already legal precedent.
for things they otherwise wouldn't have. Obviously, this isn't as bad as what Epic did, but it's the same intention. This would be like if you hit the add to cart button on Amazon and it just purchased it for you and refused a refund. Nope. You click the one button. Nope. You're stuck with it. Blizzard is also refusing refunds.
It is not exactly the same, but it's kind of the same. You know, it is like 95% the same.
Right? This is what they said. Once claimed, a Diablo 4 battle pass cannot be revoked. Customer service is unable to assist with removing or reissuing already claimed passes.
Which, by the way, I think this is bad in any game and under any circumstances that they do, brother. And Blizzard are not the only ones that do this. This is becoming a common practice in the gaming industry. That there are some things that if you do them, hey, we can help you. We can help you. If you click this button, be really sure that you are doing it, because there is no way to take this back. Support is not going to help you. You are screwed. You are on your own if you do this. Hey, brother, what kind of customer support is this? What kind of company are you? What kind of human being are you? You don't allow anyone to make a mistake or to take a misinformed decision, because then they are screwed. This is not customer-friendly practices, brother. I don't like that attitude. I believe that it is... the root of that attitude is in bad faith. You could argue, no, because they have to save money in customer support. People do stupid stuff, and then they have to deal with stupid people that don't know how to do stuff. And that is true. But at the same time, I believe the root of it is in bad faith and not this other stuff.
Go fuck yourself. The amount of predatory practices in Diablo 4 is so outrageous at this point, I'm surprised Chris Hansen hasn't shown up.
You want to explain yourself?
It's not predatory. You already paid for the battle pass. You just accidentally clicked it. Maybe read the prompts on your screen.
That is a problem. There wasn't a prompt, brother. You click the thing and it went. There wasn't a confirmation button or a hold the button down. Plus, you paid for the currency or for the battle pass, but to redeem any battle pass you want. What if you didn't like that battle pass and then in the second or the third season there comes one that you do like and you want that one? Oh, you spend your battle pass in the one that you didn't like. Now, if you want this one, you have to spend money. That is the tactic they are implementing. You can't be this stupid, brother. You have to open your eyes to what is happening in here.
screen?
Objection!
Not predatory, you say. Accidentally clicked? It shouldn't be possible to misclick something like this. That's what the UI designers are for. That's what safeguards are for. Are you sure you want to redeem the battle pass?
Pressing button X dismantles the gear.
They didn't add
clearly
that.
isn't
I
enough
don't know
to
if it
prevent
is
you.
now, but
And so
at
we
that
have to
point
end
in
up
time,
adding
it wasn't there.
safety mechanism that you don't just have to tap a button to dismantle your gear and Destiny. You have to press and hold the button, and the more valuable the piece of gear, the longer you have to hold it to dismantle it.
In their Season of the Malignant blog post, Blizzard says this: if you purchase the Deluxe or Ultimate Edition of Diablo 4 and want to redeem your Battle Pass for this season, navigate to the Season section of the shop and select the option to activate your Battle Pass. If it ain't predatory, where's the fucking option? This is one of the scummiest things.
Again, in the PC version, you have the option to not redeem it. You know, you save your battle pass for later. You don't redeem it, and you with mouse you have to be an idiot to redeem it if you don't want to redeem it, because you have to move your mouse in there and click the thing. But I understand that a lot of people redeem it by mistake in consoles, brother, or playing with a controller.
Things I've ever seen Blizzard try to pull. But once you start viewing Blizzard's decisions with Diablo 4 through the lens of maximizing player retention and revenue, then everything falls into place. It all makes sense.
So if you were a product person, you couldn't change the course of that company very much. So who influenced the success of PepsiCo? The sales and marketing people. Therefore, they were the ones that got promoted, and therefore they were the ones that ran the company. It turns out the same thing can happen in technology companies. So the people that can make the company more successful are sales and marketing people, and they end up running the companies. And the product people get driven out of the decision-making forums.
And later we...
That clip of Steve Jobs is pretty legendary. It is longer, and I recommend watching it. It is pretty good. He says a lot of insightful stuff in there. And of course, what he's saying in there is true, and it's happening at Blizzard. There, the admin puts you a banner that a publicity that Blizzard made about Diablo 4, and you have to give it to them. The publicity campaign for Diablo 4 was insane. They sold a lot of copies. But now that the game is out and that people are actually playing the game, the numbers go because the game turns boring, because there is nothing to do. So the admin is talking here that Blizzard is trying to push player retention tactics. But brother, if they are doing that, it isn't working, because Diablo 4's players retention sucks. It just sucks, because the game sucks. You know what is a good player retention tactic? Make a good fucking game. That is a good player retention tactic, brother. That is how you make people play and play and play and play the game. The game is good, you play the game. Oh my god, who could have thought about that, brother? That is how you make a good player retention. Give me more stuff to do in World Tier 4. Give me more builds to try out. Give me an incentive to try another class and try another build. Give me stuff to do, and I will pour a lot of hours into the game, brother. You don't need to try to manipulate me psychologically to do it, because I play the game if I am having fun. You won't trick me into playing something if I am not having fun. What do you think I am, brother? So that is why some games fail. I don't know 100% if it is Diablo 4 case, but I know there are a lot of games that have gone too deep into this. Oh, we are studying the psychology of people, and we have to do this and that to retain people, and for people to do this or that inside the game. But they go so deep into that the game is dog shit, that the game sucks. And yes, it is good for game developers to implement some of these tactics because they generate money. But you have to have a good game, motherfucker. I am not going to play a dog shit game, bro. So the best tactic, if you want to retain players, is to make a good game.
We find out that they had dramatically slashed the budget for Warcraft 3 Reforged to almost nothing. And it's pretty clear to me that it came from the top, maybe even Kotick directly. They screwed the game that we all wanted to see for money, because they thought...
And yes, I wanted to see this game because brother, Warcraft 3 was the first Blizzard game that I played. It is still one of my favorite games. It is the game that introduced me to gaming. Everything that I play today that I like is kind of a derivative of of Warcraft 3, brother, because I play a lot of Dota 2 that was born from Dota, that was a map in Warcraft 3. And I play a lot of WoW, which is also from the same universe of Warcraft 3. So Warcraft 3 influenced my gamer journey, brother. So Warcraft 3 Reforged was something that I wanted to play, and I haven't even played because of the train wreck that it was, bro.
Thought there was no money in this.
And the companies forget what it means to make great products.
Have you ever thought about adding servers for previous expansions as they were then?
No. And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't.
Brother, that is one of that is legendary in the internet at this point. That is, how can a person be so wrong, my dude? Because now we are seeing the success that Classic WoW has had, and now we are going to get a Classic Hardcore Realm, and that is going to be successful too. Maybe we get Classic Plus. So the dude was wrong at every level, brother. He did have something that was true inside of there, like, yes, the quality of life that WoW has gotten over the years are nice, but that doesn't mean that I don't want classic WoW, brother.
Sort of the product sensibility and the product genius that brought them to that monopolistic position gets rotted out by people running these companies who have no conception of a good product versus a bad product.
We want to use mobile devices
this is another
as
instance.
the platform for a new Diablo game.
They have no conception of the craftsmanship that's required to take a...
And they don't care that Diablo Immortal got backlash because they made bank with Diablo Immortal and they continue to do it. So who cares if the critics smash it, if we talk shit about it here in the internet and in YouTube? They are making bank. So who cares, brother? Mobile games generate a fuck ton of money, my dude.
A good idea and turned it into a good product. And they really have no feeling in their hearts, usually, about wanting to really help the customers.
So my theory is Blizzard knew players weren't going to react well to some of the changes they made in the patch. So to keep some hardcore players invested, they used a dark pattern to trick them into redeeming the battle pass.
Oh shit.
But this dude clicked it, brother. Let's take a look. This dude clicked it. He went and clicked it, bro. This dude is an idiot. Yes, you should have a prompt. Hey, I am not defending this. You should have a prompt asking, are you sure you want to activate the battle pass? Of course you should have it. But at the same time, brother, he clicked the shit. You know, it is not the same thing as the controller that has it selected. You have to move the mouse there and then click it. Bro, you did it, bro. You did it, you know. But now, the admin is proposing here the hypothesis that they are doing the dark pattern for the battle pass as a player retention metric, because once you activate the battle pass, you will feel forced to play the game to advance your battle pass and take advantage of the battle pass. I am not 100% on that hypothesis. I can see that being true, and that is part of the decision, you know, that influenced the decision somehow. But I do believe that the battle pass stuff was just make them buy another battle pass, you know. If they waste their battle pass in here, then next month or next league or next season or whatever, they will have to buy another one. Simple as that. I don't think there is a bigger conspiracy in here than just, hey, make them buy as many battle passes as we can, you know. If that also retains the players, hey, good for us too, you know. That is why I think, yes, it could be a part of the formula of the decision. Oh, this influences the decision somehow. But I believe that the big part of the decision is make them buy as many battle passes as we can.
Oh shit.
This dude clicked it, brother. Fuck. This dude clicked it.
I was trying to click season journey.
Like the first time I got
Oh, it is a misclick. A misclick. Okay.
I did this. I accidentally disabled.
That is why you need the prompt, you know, like, oh, are you sure you wanna do this? Because you can misclick.
Dismantled it because we didn't have any safeguards. And I was so angry. I was ready to go over and punch somebody on the UI team.
Well, I guess I have the fucking battle pass now. God damn it. That is fucking sneaky, dude. That pisses me off so much. I might as well claim all my fucking rewards.
You might as well redeem those rewards. You might as well grind out the rest of the battle pass, cause oopsie doopsie, looks like you redeemed it, fella. Better keep playing Diablo 4. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop playing this game ever for any reason. Keep playing. Keep old Blizzard.
Then make a good game, brother. I feel like they are forcing me to not play the game with a lot of stupid stuff that is in the game. And by the way, I like the game a lot. There is a lot of people that are brain dead that I don't know what the fuck they have in their heads. That whenever you criticize something, in this case a game, they say, well, if you hate it so much, then stop playing. Well, brain dead idiot. I have a channel in YouTube where I talk about this fucking game. It's just outright stopping playing it is not an option, is it, idiot? Plus, when you do this, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, it is because you like the game and you want it to improve in the fields that they are failing. So you complain about the things that are failing so the developer gets the feedback and improve on them, and the game gets better and you enjoy the game more. How is this bad to comprehend? Idiot! This is one of the comments that gets me the most. Oh, if you don't like it, then stop playing. This is brain dead. Plus, you do stop playing. As I said, my playtime in Diablo 4 has gone down because you lose motivation and you don't want to play it as much because you are not having as much fun. So your playtime goes down even unconsciously. You don't feel like playing that much because the game is not providing you with as much fun, brother. So yes, the game needs more stuff to do, and that is how you retain players. You want people to play the game, give them stuff to do in the game that is fun, and they will play the game. You don't give me stuff to do, I will stop playing because I already did everything that I had to do.
Is dead. And if you're like me, it's time you finally realize that.
Well, Blizzard is dead. It is a corpse. It is a corpse being puppeteered by Activision and Bobby Kotick. And
which sucks, brother. I remember that when the Activision acquisition happened, I didn't even have internet in my house, I believe. So I was a newbie in the internet, but I remember that I liked Blizzard a lot because I played StarCraft and Warcraft 3 and Diablo 2. And WoW was out, but I couldn't play WoW because I didn't have money to pay for the subscription. Well, and I didn't have internet. But I played a ton of games on my PS1 that were from Activision. You play the game, and when the game is starting, they say Activision, and then the game is good, and I said, oh, this is good, Activision getting Blizzard. Oh, this is going to be awesome because these are two big companies. Oh, brother, how innocent child, bro. This is where everything went wrong, brother. This is when Blizzard went to the shitter. When Activision acquired Blizzard, well, the beautiful Blizzard went away, and now we have this sword between our hands, bro.
It's going to be used as basically a factory to put the Blizzard stamp on things and stoke nostalgia to get sales. And that's it.
True.
That's it.
Running out of storage space is an issue that 100% of all Diablo 4 players will run into at some point. So
why do we have this problem in 2023, brother? Not enough stash space. There are some brain dead idiots that say, oh, brother, inventory management is part of an ARPG. Fuck that! I don't play an ARPG to manage my inventory. I wanna make a build and I wanna kill enemies. That is everything I wanna do in this game. Make a cool build, a personalized build, and kill a fuck ton of enemies and cool bosses. I don't wanna manage my inventory. In fact, when I play Diablo 2, I hate that shit. And when I have tried to play PoE. I also hate that you don't have enough space in your inventory. Yes, you have a lot of stash, but in your own inventory, you are very limited and you have to go to town a lot of times. But still, it is of course better than Diablo because you have a lot of stash. So this is stupid. And then they say that they don't have enough stash because you have to load up every stash every time you see a player. Motherfucker, how bad did you code this game? You can solve this issue to give us more stash space, or it is because there is something else behind this decision. Plus, that is a problem that presents itself because you are forcing me to look at other players. Let me play in my own realm where I don't find any other players, and then this is a non-issue. But you are forcing me to play with other people, which, by the way, I don't like in a game like Diablo. I like to play solo in a game like Diablo. I would like group content that is specifically crafted for group content. For example, PvP. For example, if you are going to do a raid that is designed for a party of 4, I am all for that, brother. But if you give me content that is designed for one player and then you put a party in there, you just steamroll the content, and I don't like it. I hate it. So you are forcing me to look at other players and then get all of their stash spaces, and that is why I can't have my stash space. But I am not taking any advantage from that. I am not looking at their stash. I don't care about their stash, and I don't even care about them. I would be happier if I don't see them. So the whole stuff, the whole system is stupid from the ground up.
So naturally, the new season introduces a mandatory item that takes up more inventory.
This is another stuff, brother. This is another thing. Give me a tag for this. Make it in the materials. Do something. But what is this? What is this?
Space. It exacerbates the issue even further.
Of
the Diablo
course,
fans have universally praised the presence of malignant hearts in the normal inventory slot. I have not heard a single person criticize this at all. The lack of a gem tab has been universally praised by all Diablo fans.
So you guys remember how people were complaining over the fact that gems took up too much stash space? Blizzard fixed that problem. You want to know how they fixed that problem? I can guarantee you that almost nobody's going to be complaining about bag space because of gems. Because your bags are going to be filled with fucking malignant hearts. Holy crap. But look.
And then there is going to come a Blizzard fanboy and a shield, an idiot, and he's going to say, oh, but you can salvage your hearts, bro. You can salvage your hearts, and then they don't occupy space. Bro, there are people that I don't know what they have in their heads, bro.
Look at this shit. This is like 3 dungeons. I'm not exaggerating. This is 3 malignant dungeons worth of items. Are you kidding me?
If this company gave even a molecule of a shit about the fans, about providing the best experience for those fans, limited stash wouldn't even be something we're talking about. But why?
Exactly.
Why is the stash space such a
They say that they play their own game, brother. You do a one playthrough of Diablo 4 and you quickly realize that stash space is not enough. Brother, I am a game developer. I am playing the game, and I get my experience how do you say this? Hinder. Because I don't have enough space. I go and fix it. Simple as that. Because even if you say to me, no, because you load everyone, well, fix that too. That is stupid. That shouldn't be there in the first place. Change that too, brother.
Contentious issue. Well, it's the same reason they made teleport cost 2 seconds longer. Blizzard is trying to milk every single microsecond of playtime out of you. The less storage you have, the more time you spend
If they are doing it that way, they are failing. And if they have experience in game development and they have people in there that know what they are doing, then they know that the game retention is not good because the game sucks after a while. At the start, it is really good. The first 50 levels, oh, it is awesome. You want to play the game. But after that, it goes down drastically, brother. So if they are trying to manipulate us with this stuff, they are failing, because we know that the player retention right now is not that good, and it will be better if the game is good. It is simple as that.
Oh, managing your inventory.
Look at my stash. I don't.
Now my question is, it is easier to try to manipulate us into playing more the game than just making a good game. Is making a good game that hard that you have to manipulate me into spending time in the game even if I am not having fun? This is the other thing, because maybe they say, oh, it is cheaper for us and it is less time consuming to try to manipulate them into playing the game instead of making a fun game. That takes more time and takes more money, so we don't want to do that. Maybe that is what is happening here, and that connects with the business side of the game industry, you know.
Okay, whatever. I guess we're supposed to spend even more time fucking around with our stashes.
Blizzard, can you just cut the shit? Why are you playing stupid fucking games with me and the rest of the Diablo fan base? Why are you wasting your time trying to trick me and the rest of us into playing this game? Have you ever thought about making a good video game?
No!
And the game is so fun, I want to keep playing it?
Exactly. He said it, brother. He just said it. By the way, I just realized that I have 46 minutes reacting to the video and I just halfway, brother. I have to talk less. But yes, he just outright said it, because it is true. You play, the game is good, you play it more. Like classic WoW, brother. People are still playing that shit. And it doesn't matter the retention or the metrics or whatever. People play it because it is good. And the same goes for competitive games like League of Legends, Dota 2, Counter-Strike. You just play the game because, well, in this case, every match is a different experience, so it is kind of unfair to compare to those games. But yes, the player retention is high because the game is good and you want to keep playing the game. You don't need to manipulate me into keep playing the game because I want to, because I am having fun.
Whoa! Radical concept, bro!
Exactly.
That's fucking crazy! People don't play video games because they're fun anymore. What? What is that nonsense? Enough nickel and diming us of our precious time. Just make a good video game. How is this such a radical concept? Quality of life? What does that mean? I have no idea. But now
I have to think that it is because of what I said earlier. That they put in a balance. Well, if we try to push the game more, we will spend more money and more time. If we try to manipulate them, it will take less time and less money, and we will earn more money. Maybe they are looking at this more from the business side of things than for the art side of things, and they run their numbers and they say, well, this is more profitable. I don't know if that is the case. I am just throwing that hypothesis out there, because if we are not game developers can't think and say, well, if you give me a good game, I will play more, you don't have to manipulate me, then they can think about that too. But maybe they run their numbers and they say, well, it is not worth it to do it like that, let's do it like this, you know. Maybe the developer wants to do more, but then the suits says to them, no, we are going to do things this way.
Because of Blizzard's dog shit game design, players have to figure out their own workarounds for this. They have to create mule characters to hold more inventory. Either that, or you just have to say screw it and get rid of the items you don't want to.
I'm actually to the point where I'm gonna have to start getting rid of perfect powers that are actually valuable. In Diablo 3, when you would complete a season journey, it would give you an extra tab. Can we get 1 or 2 or 10 for completing it, please?
People shouldn't have.
I watched that video from Rax. It was a great video. I liked it a lot. And yes, again, there isn't a reason why we shouldn't just have by default 50 tabs, you know? Like, what is the limitation here in 2023 that I can have 50 tabs and just don't deal with this problem, brother? It is just stupid.
Have to ask for a scoreboard in Battlefield games. They shouldn't have to ask for a Slayer playlist in Halo. And they shouldn't have to ask for adequate storage space in a game that is all about collecting fucking loot. And the worst part, this is by design. This is...
Brother, I am not... Right now, I am not even looking at the items because it is stupid. I just sell. I could be selling cool items. I don't care anymore. Fuck that. I just sell everything. I get the gold. I go to the trading Discord channel and I say, hey, I am looking for a ring with vulnerable, whatever, boom, and I buy it outright, because it is easier to do that than to look item by item. Oh, this has it. Oh, this has a stat. Oh, this has a stat. It is stupid doing that. That is a waste of time. I just sell everything and then I just go and buy the item that I want, and that's it.
It's intentional. Blizzard did use its community managers to soak up the sniper bullets fired from upset fans and force those community managers to give some dumbass excuse that is so stupid it would have been better if they completely ignored this and didn't even mention it. When you see another player in game, you load them and their entire stash filled with all their
There it is. That's what I was talking about earlier, brother.
items. This is no different than when 343 said they couldn't add a Slayer playlist to Halo Infinite because of UI limitations. It's like, but
I haven't played Halo a single time in my whole life. I know nothing about Halo. But when you say to me a Slayer playlist, I just think about a Slayer, you know. Is that the Slayer, the band, the thrash metal band, you know, Angel of Death, Monarch of the Kingdom of the Dead? Is that the band they are talking about? Is that the playlist they are talking about? Because if that is something that is a core or classic or a staple in Halo, where I should have been played Halo, you know, because I love a Slayer.
But you designed the game this way. You designed these limitations. No other online RPG I've ever played has ever had these issues. How the fuck does RuneScape work? What kind of wizardry is that? My bank? Look at all these slots I have in my bank. How the hell does this game load this for every other player in the server? That is just insane, dude. Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that. How the hell did you guys get WoW to work? How did you possibly manage that? That is the greatest technical achievement in modern human history. Okay, so he's also saying that if we weren't forced to...
You know that the dude that coded that is or fired or he's getting a lot of heat inside the company, and every day they say to him that he sucks. Because how did you code that like this, brother? This is a mistake, bro.
To load other players and their stash inventory, right? Okay, run with me on this. If we weren't forced to do that, we could have a bigger stash. Oh shit. Oh no. What's that? Diablo 4 is an always online.
That is kind of like I said, what I said earlier. He's talking about an offline mode. I wasn't talking exactly about an offline mode, though that is a solution too. But I was talking about just let me play by myself. Don't force me to play with other people, and that also solves the problem. I can play online, but don't force me to play with other people, and then I don't have to load other people's stashes. But this is, of course, also a solution, playing offline.
Online video game? Gosh.
And that is another stuff, losing your character because of a disconnect when you are playing hardcore. I lost 3 characters over level 50 to this bullshit. And I love hardcore. I don't like softcore in Diablo. I don't like softcore. But I am playing softcore because I am not going to keep losing characters to this stupid shit until they fix it. And apparently they are doing it in Season 2 with the Scroll of Escape. Then I will come back to hardcore. But until then, I will keep playing softcore even if I don't like it, bro.
What a terrible coincidence. If only there was a way to make video games playable without an internet connection, but just technology hasn't gotten to that point yet. Hopefully someday. Oh wait, technology has caught up to that point, because in the Beelzebub mod for Diablo 1, you get 50 tabs of storage right off the bat. If you can pick it up, you can store it. That's the philosophy Diablo games need to have. The Beelzebub mod apparently was also made by one guy. One guy managed to accomplish what 9,000 people at Blizzard couldn't.
And that is also another thing. But for example, some days ago we had ExileCon, and they said that 40 people work in PoE leagues. So you are saying to me that 40 people can do a better job than 9K people. That is insane. And I believe it is also because of that. You involve so many people and you compartmentalize everything so much. that you disengage the departments and everything gets fucked up. Brother, Blizzard is just too big and they are just too corporate, and that is playing a role against them, you know.
This is what teams are working diligently to improve so that we can have more stash ASAP. Gee, if only you guys worked diligently on this in the 6 years of fucking development time you had. Oh man, were you guys snorting coke in the bathroom and stealing the female employee's breast milk again? Huh? Were you doing that? It's too bad there was not—
Bro, that breast milk shit is going to follow them until the end of times, brother. Or until people forget that a company called Blizzard existed. But as long as the name Blizzard exists, people are going to keep reminding them about the breast milk shit. Even if no one related to the incident is still there, they are going to continue making that joke because it is just too good, brother.
Not a single brain cell amongst the 9,000 employees who worked on Diablo 4, and not one of them thought to bring up the issue of limited storage space in an RPG about collecting loot. Not one.
At that point, there are two options, as we always say. Or they are incompetent or they are malicious. There are no other options. They are incompetent, they didn't realize that this was going to happen and they coded the thing badly, or they knew it was going to happen and they didn't care because they want to monetize this in some way. So, or incompetency or just evilness.
You expect me to believe you hired fucking vegetables to make this game? No. Obviously, that idea is so outlandish, it can't possibly be true. So the real reason the stash is so limited is by intention. And then they say they're gonna try to introduce a gem tab in later seasons. It's gonna take time. Why are you guys so efficient? Why do you guys work like a well—
And now that you are actually playing the game, you realize that the gem tab thing is not a problem. You don't need that many gems. You pick up a couple of gems, you stash them, you only take a little bit of space. The gem thing is not that big of a deal. We thought it was a big of a deal at the start of the game because we didn't really knew how gems worked. But now that we are playing the game, well, it doesn't matter. We want the stash space not because of the gems, but because of the gear.
Oiled machine when you're making the game work.
For example, another thing that is stupid, and you can say to me that this is a technical limitation, this is a design choice. Why does every tab in your inventory have three rows to stash stuff? For example, your main inventory, you have 3 rows, right? Then you have your consumables, you have 3 rows. Then you have your quest items, you have 3 rows. You are never going to fill those 3 rows with quest items. But then you go to your aspects and you have 2 rows. Why? Why do I have 2 rows of aspect? Who thought about this? Why are you removing 1 row of inventory space for my aspects? Who made this decision? Who does this benefit? Who is winning because of this? Hey, idiot! Give me back my 3rd row of inventory space for my aspects. What is this, dude?
Worse, but when it comes to like easy no-brainer fixes, it's like, bro, give me 6 months for that, man. That's a tall order. Gem tab? Are you crazy? We can't just throw that together in 6 years. Come on, man. Maybe buy some items in the store. Maybe we'll work faster.
This is something that is clearly obvious, has been addressed since day one. Blizzard saying they know this needs to happen, but now we're saying that a gem tab isn't going to be there until season 2, maybe season 3. Like, it just can't take 6 months to add a gem tab. Not when you have 800 million in revenue, but there's things like this that are just taking too long. I mean, this is 2023. There's thousands of games. You can't take a year to add a gem tab if you're evolving.
Exactly, because you go and play something else, and that is what is happening to the game right now. People go and play something else.
That slowly, you're dead, you're gone, it's over.
So in my Diablo 4 review, I talked about how dumb and boring the stats and itemization are. Jesus Christ, I did not do it justice. I did not even—
I have talked about this, and you know, if you know me, you know what the bigger offender is for me and the stat that I hate the most. Vulnerability. This is an stupid stat that is not fun, it is boring, and it is too powerful, and you have to take it in every fucking build. And yes, stats in itemization in Diablo 4 sucks.
Even scratch the tip of the penis on how bad and maliciously designed Diablo 4's loot is. Okay, you want to see how crazy it is?
Wow, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
Holy fucking shit. Look at all these affixes.
And you don't need that. You don't need anything of that, brother. You don't need anything of that.
Section alone is just for calculating damage. Look at this nonsense. Damage while shapeshifted, damage while werebear, damage while werewolf, damage with werebear, damage with werewolf. Hey genius, how about you simplify all that into one that says damage while shapeshifted?
Exactly.
You could do that and it'd work perfectly. Damage versus froze.
I agree 120% with what he just said because it is true.
Damage versus dazed, damage versus immobilized, versus knockdown, stunned, trapped, slowed, tripped. How about damage versus crowd controlled? No.
Exactly.
No, that's too simple, Act Man. This is artificial complexity at its most obvious and absurd. I have never seen such an asinine method of calculating damage in any other RPG in my lifetime.
And what that does is that it creates an artificial sense of rarity for the items that you are looking for with the stats you are looking for, because if you reduce the pool of possible affixes, then you are going to get your item too quickly because there are less possibilities, you know. Oh, but they don't want that. They want you to keep rolling the machine, and that is why they introduce a lot of stupid affixes that no one cares about.
So the obvious question, once again, why is it designed this way? Well, if you've been paying attention, you should know the answer already. I'll sum it up for you in one Reddit comment. I feel like I spend more time looking at gear than playing. That is
what I said earlier. That is why I just don't look at the gear. I just sell that stuff because of that. You waste too much time looking at the game.
Accomplished by Blizzard. That was their exact intention.
Because that could, even if the stats are as stupid as they are, you could fix this with a loot filter or with a search function. But we don't have those stuff either. So you waste a lot of time looking at gear.
That is why there are so many affixes and pointless niche modifiers that you don't give a shit about. So you spend more time looking at the loot, more time grinding gold, so you can spend more time re-rolling those affixes that you actually want. It's no different than what they do with loot boxes.
That is another stuff. When you have an item that you like the stats and you are going to just re-roll one stats, since there are a lot of stats, you have to re-roll more because you have more possibilities of the possible affixes that you can get.
They put a bunch of dumb shit you don't care about in the loot boxes to elevate the stuff you do care about, to dilute the odds. This is not good design.
Exactly.
This is not fun. It's not interesting or satisfying. But again, remember what I said. If you try to understand the logic of Blizzard's decisions and approach these things as if they are trying to make a good game, you're going to be confused. None of this is going to make any sense to you because you have the misconception that Blizzard is making Diablo 4 to be a good video game.
So how do you...
Exactly, brother, exactly. That is why I'm saying it for the third time. Maybe they know this and they are intentionally not doing it, you know. But you would say again, oh, but making a good game makes them more money. You don't know that. We think it is like that, but maybe they have their accountants in there, their marketing people, and they run the numbers and they say, no, we make more money this way. So it doesn't matter if the game sucks, but we make more money. For some fucked up reason, it works like that. Again, I don't know if this is the case. Maybe they are trying to make a good game and they are failing, which means they are incompetent. So either way, they are doing a bad job. But if they are trying to make money and they are making the money, then they are doing a good job.
Actually advancing this season journey. You check out your objectives and you do things like, oh, collect Gallo Vine, craft the chip gem. You're actually making me go out of my way to craft the gem. Like at this point, you're just telling me, do this thing because I fucking told you to do it. and you're gonna do it because you're a bitch. Change your gear's appearance.
Well, the Gen 1, it isn't like that, brother, because you are going to do it just by playing the game. But there are other ones like this one, like changing your appearance, that you don't need to do it, that they are forcing you to do it, because you have to go out of your way to do it. But the Gen 1, it isn't like that because it is part of the gameplay.
Appearance at the wardrobe. Why is this an objective? Just go to your wardrobe, change. This is literally just a list of fucking chores, dude.
You have to look at Diablo 4
100%.
from the perspective of a morally compromised businessman whose only objective is to keep you playing longer, and they will pull out every dirty trick in the book to achieve that.
Interact with 10 waypoints. Oh, now you know why they purposely removed your waypoints that you had in the Eternal Realm so that they can then make it an objective for you to go
and it is
back and collect.
Annoying as fuck when you have to go and pick up your waypoints again. Even if before it was worse, because before the map wasn't revealed. Now they are revealing the map. Thank you very much for that. But still the waypoints are not taken, so I have to go and take them again, and that is annoying.
Collect them again. Are you fucking kidding me? And by the way, do remember their original plan was to have you to collect all of the altars of Lilith again.
Yes.
This was their original plan. This is what they had planned.
Well, I didn't need 30 damage affixes to play D2 for 12 years. Don't you think that having a good system will more likely retain players than artificially prolonging the game?
Yes.
What you say is heresy.
You think you can just make a fun video game and people will play it for no other reason than that? That is not what the data says. That is nonsense. Baldur's Gate 3 and
Exactly. That is what I think. Or they have some data, or they are so wrapped up in this new wave of psychology for video games that they are doing stuff this way and not focusing on the gameplay. Or again, for the fourth time, they ran the numbers and they decided, hey, doing this is more profitable than making a good game. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter if they bash our game, if they say the game sucks or whatever. We will make more money with less investment if we do things this way. One of my hypotheses, because there is no way someone at Blizzard doesn't think, hey brother, if we make a good game, people will play it. Of course they know that. So if they are not doing it, it's one of two. They don't want to, or they can't, which means they suck at the job. Those are the only two possible explanations.
Elden Ring thoroughly disproved this idea. This is why I'm so worked up, okay? Blizzard has zero fucking respect for your time as a player. And therefore,
100%.
you should give them that same level of respect. Fucking zero. Damage with frost. Damage with cold. Bro. Say psych right now, dude. So with that being said, here's another $1 million question that only people with an IQ of above 160 can get right. Why did the preseason patch nerf damage across the board? So it takes longer. The only question needed to be asked in the campfire chat. Please explain why you believe the game is more fun after the changes than before. Why? Cause shut your fucking mouth. That's why. Shut the fuck up, turn your brain off, and keep playing. Don't ever stop playing. Don't ever stop playing Diablo 4 for any—
We want to,
But you are making me not playing the game. That is the thing. You are making me not playing the game because there is nothing to do. And I am not having fun because I am just running the same dungeon for the 100th time. I don't want to keep doing this. Give me something fun to do in the game, brother. You know what would make me play the game a lot? And I know this is a me thing and the vast amount of people don't care about this. Make a cool PvP system, make an arena system, or a battleground system. That will keep me playing the game a lot, because that is a replayable activity that always goes different. It is not the same as playing the same dungeon. It goes the same time every way. No, you give me a PvP battleground or arena, every time it is different. You have to play the game. That is replayable. Give me activities like that. So I want to play the game that way, without tricks or manipulation or whatever.
Obviously acknowledge everyone's feedback in regards to reducing player power. We know it is bad. We know It is not fun.
Can you ask the dev team why they hate me so much, as well as other sorcerers? Again, you see the same type of bewilderment from all the Diablo fans who are under this misconception that Blizzard is trying to make a good video game for them. They can't make sense of why the game is getting worse, more tedious and boring. Some of the nerfs they made are such an oxymoron. I have trouble believing this is not an inside joke, like an ironic comedy of errors. Cooldown reduction often felt mandatory due to their raw power. We imagine cooldown reduction will remain a highly desirable stat, but the penalty for not prioritizing it won't be as harsh. This stat is highly desirable by every single build, therefore we're making it worse, which in turn makes it even more desirable. This is the path we...
And not only that, but cooldown reduction is a fun stat. That is one of the problems I have with vulnerability. Some people might say, oh, you don't like vulnerability because you need to use it because it is too powerful. But you don't have a problem with cooldown reduction that is the same way, that is too powerful and you want cooldown reduction. Well, I'll tell you why. Because cooldown reduction is cool. It is fun to play the game with cooldown reduction. Vulnerability does nothing for me. What does vulnerability do? Oh, they do this weaker and you hit harder. Cooldown reduction makes it so you can use more skills and do crazy stuff. It is fun to do, brother.
We've chosen instead of buffing other builds. But that's how Diablo 4 has gotten worse. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'm gonna be limiting the comments to just 100 comments. So see, because when you click this video, it has to load all the other comments of everybody else who's posted one. So I'm gonna limit that to 100, okay? All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did and subscribe to the Act Man for more.
Brother, I enjoyed the video. I enjoyed it a lot, brother. I have 1 hour in here talking shit. Well, you can say that this reaction isn't transformative and I am not adding value, brother, because I added like 50 minutes of commentary to this shit. But it was an awesome video. Well, we know that the admin creates awesome video. That's why he has so many subscribers. That is why everybody knows who he is. He creates cool videos, brother. You can't deny that, and this is another example of a good video. I regret not reacting to his other Diablo videos, brother, but now we are here and we reacted to this one. Thank you, the Agman, for this cool video that prompted us to talk about a lot of stuff, not only related to Diablo, but also to Blizzard and to the whole gaming industry, brother. And yes, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Bro, this is a long video. If you are still here, type something in chat to let me know that you are still here. Let's say, I don't know, Wernado from the Tornado Werewolf. Wernado. If you type Wernado, I know that you watch this whole thing, brother. Because this is insane, brother. It is a long video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole stuff. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? Did you like the video too? And all of that stuff. I love reading comments, by the way. Hey guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video, help me out. I am trying to grow in here, brother. Hey guys, thanks for being here. You are fucking awesome. God bless ya. And remember, as the great Billy said, this is just a ride.